Paula Campillo. I am the speaker number 1, and I want to introduce myself in this present work. First of all, I am working in the Airdesk company in the area of logistics, and I am the supervisor of logistics. My duties in this company are mainly to place the right products, goods and services in the right place, at the right time, and under the agreed conditions, guaranteeing the quality of the service. Quality is a key element in any logistic process, and supervise logistics actions and implement the necessary improvement actions in a coordinated manner with other functions of the company, like quality, productions, or systems efficiency.
Hello, my name is Marlene Velázquez, and I am the speaker number 2. In this moment, I'm working in the company Santa Clara, and I couldn't say that I'm the logistic manager of this company, and my duties include the planning organization and the control of all activities and storing materials and products from acquisition to consumer throughout the organization and as the integral system. And the objective of Santa Clara of this company is satisfy the need and requirement of the men in the most efficient way and with the minimum cost. And that's the reason that I couldn't speak about the livening and the packaging in this video, because I'm working in Santa Clara. And that's it for me.
This official Mexican standard aims to establish the commercial information that must be included in the products of domestic manufacture and foreign origin destined to consumers in the national territory and establish the characteristics of such information.
This official Mexican standard aims to establish the commercial information that must be included in the products of domestic manufacture and foreign origin destined to consumers into the national territory and establish the characteristics of such information.
Packaging any container or wrapper in which the product is contained for sale to the consumer. Multiple or collective packaging any container or envelope in which 2 or more units are contained, equal or different from pre-packaged products intended for sale to the consumer in safe presentation. Label any sign, tag, inscription, image, or other descriptive or graphic matter, written, printed, stenciled, marked, engraved in high or low relief, adhered, superimposed, or fixed to the product, to its package, or when it is not possible due to the characteristics of the product or its packaging of the package.
Labeling. The product subject to the application of this Mexican standard must be contained in the tail labels as well as the following mandatory business information. Number 1. Name or generic name of the product. When it is not identifiable by the initial eye by the consumer, a product is identifiable as the columns if this contained in a patch that allows to see its content of the packaging presented product graph. Along as the graph, there is another product not included in the patch appear.
Number 2. Indication of quantity according to NOM 013 SCFI, with the understanding that if the content or number of parts of a product can be identified with the naked eye, it will not be necessary to indicate the declaration of quantity in this sense. It will be irrelevant whatever or not the declaration on quantity and also the way in which it is done, as long as said statement corresponds to the product that holds it. In the case of multiple or collective packing whose content is now undefinable with the initial I, it must be shown the quantity declaration. In accordance with the standard Mexican official NOM 013 SCFI 1993, the description of the components may appear off the information surface and must include the name or generic denomination of the products as well as the content or net content.
Number 4, D. The legend that identifies the country of origin of the product. For example, product of Mexico, made in Mexico, manufactured in Mexico, or produced in Mexico, or other analogous. Number 5. Risk warnings by means of legends, graphs, or precautionary symbols in case of dangerous products. Number
Language and label terms. The information displayed on the labels of the products must be: number 1. Express yourself in Spanish without prejudice to the fact that it also expressed in another language. When the commercial information is expressed in another language, it must be also apparent in Spanish, be expressed in understandable and legible terms in such a way the size and type of letter allow the consumer to read at a glance.
Most design firms use an outdated process that looks something like this. These days, this is ineffective because design choices are made based on individual opinions without any regard for the consumer. At Smash Brand, we have created an intelligent design process that greatly increases the success of your brand in the marketplace by bringing consumers, competition, and the marketplace all into consideration. We start with consumer research is tailored for every project to get at what really matters to your target consumers. The competitive landscape is mapped so we can see how your brand fits in and stands out. We then build a story about how your customers fit into your brand's unique position. Only then do we start designing with the research to back it up. Designs are tested against each other and your competitors by surveying statistically valid groups of your target consumers. The detailed feedback and insight we collect feed into the next design revision and have a profound impact on the success of your product or service. We are experienced in building, growing, and making brands profitable. Yes, we are different, and we are proud of it.
Now let's talk about packaging. The standard norm 002 SSA 1993 specifies the packaging of goods and services for food and beverages. This standard norm of packaging talks about the effects of lead on health. The presence of lead is one of the most important environmental problems, especially about the child population today. Since children under 7 are at special risk due to its susceptibility to this compound as a neurological toxic. The effects of lead in children can include permanent and significant neurological and psychological damage. In addition, other health effects occur in adults exposed to similar levels of lead. The continued manufacture, import, processing, use, and disposal of various products that contain it can cause significant increases in its concentration in the atmosphere, and this contributes to environmental pollution with the consequence exposure to lead.
When people think about US FDA labeling requirements, most people think of a nutrition facts chart. Although nutrition facts charts are an important part of FDA's food labeling requirements, FDA regulates many other aspects of food labeling. The scope is very broad. Even the name of a product can be regulated by FDA. Did you know that in order to call margarine, margarine, it must conform to a complicated set of regulations that specify which ingredients it may contain? FDA also regulates how ingredients must be declared. Ingredients must be declared by their common name and include any sub-ingredients found in the ingredient. FDA specifies the order in which they must be presented and the size of the type as well. Food ingredients themselves can be regulated in a number of different ways. Some are generally recognized as safe, while others can have strict requirements regarding their use. Color additives are among the most strictly regulated and must be approved by FDA. Think twice before adding that squid ink to your Mediterranean pasta. Squid ink is not approved as a color additive and can cause your product to be detained. The nutrition facts chart may look fairly simple, but a tangled web of regulations govern it. The size of your package and the amount of nutrients govern what kind you may use. Even the size of a line and whether a nutrient is declared in boldface type are written into regulation. A big part of FDA's enforcement activities are related to the claims on a product. Any statements related to the amount or benefit of nutrients in the product must conform to regulations. Any claim related to the effect of the product on the structure or function of the body must conform. Companies often make claims such as reduces cholesterol, low sodium, fat-free, supports immunity, lowers blood pressure. FDA considers certain claims appropriate for dietary supplements, but not conventional foods. Companies must understand the requirements before making any claims on products. Further, companies sometimes make aggressive health claims on websites or promotional materials. FDA considers these claims a part of your product's labeling, just as if they were printed directly on the product. Products have been detained for website claims even when those claims were not on the immediate packaging. As you can see, FDA labeling requirements can be complicated. Although FDA issues all labeling requirements in writing, due to the diversity of products regulated by FDA, there's no one single place to find all FDA labeling regulations.
Imagine a world without packaging. No bottles or bags, no caps or cans, no tubs or tubes. How would you store things? How would you get things from A to B? How on earth would you get a pizza delivered? Packaging just makes life easier. That was a world without packaging. That was a world without web packaging. At Web Packaging, we give packaging suppliers a powerful tool to showcase their products and services. And we make it easy for brands to find just the right pack. That way, Bob can store his oranges. David can keep on taking his meds. Ashley can smell pretty on Friday night. Stuart can show his father-in-law he's not that bad a guy. And the boys can enjoy their pizza. Maybe. Web Packaging, where successful brands source packaging.